sort of infiltration of hoodlums in lives and property, not only in Edo State, but about 13 other states. In the country, about 14 states were affected. And the situation in Edo State is such that some police stations were burnt, prison correctional service was broken into, and that some police officers were injured. That has dampened the morale of our officers to come out and do their job, because they felt that members of the public that were cooperated and worked with them to prevent all these attacks were not there. So I came and visited the scene. I saw the level of destruction, and I visited an officer who is injured. Is in the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. And we also went to the correctional center and saw how the inmates, as police officers, we know to our officers from our responsibility to seek cooperation from members of the public, so that I came to both the government is behind them at the highest level. Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari has made a public speech in support of men and women of the Nigeria police, who are doing fantastic job in protecting lives and property. And also some of you, the state governors, especially in Edo. When I came, I was briefed by the CP of the tour you took, that you've taken policing back to the street in terms of taking care of the places that were destroyed, and even putting up the bill of the officers that were injured. So on that, we thank you most sincerely. We appreciate that support. That is what we need at this time. We must work together. That's why the government has come up with this community policing initiative. We cannot we must partner with the community. The report we got during our tour was that the people that came to attack the police station, they were coming in multitude. And you can see the number of policemen in each police station could not contain them. And that our officers show maximum restraint in dealing with the situation. We showed maximum restraint in the sense that it has attested to the professionalism of the members of the Nigeria police. So we are calling on the government and people of Edo State to continue to partner with the police. Our initiative on community policing is up and doing. I think by next week we should be able to pass out the community policing officers that we've trained. And I know Edo State is part of the beneficiaries, so that within the community, if we know everybody, and everybody knows to a community to attack, the community policing officers and the stakeholders within the community will rise and say, no, we don't accept that. They will protect their own community. Because you can never police a community without having the buy-in of that community. Because if you compare the number of police officers in this country or any other country with the population are more in number. So if you have multitude coming to attack you, it's a problem. But within your own small locality, when you call the kind of partnership that we think we should encourage, we think we should implement. So once again, thank you very much for receiving us. Thank you.
Edo State. It gives me great pleasure to welcome home the Inspector General of Police, our own Adamu Mohammed. Because Edo was his last command post before he went to Kuru and Interage. I'm very pleased to see AIG Lamode and the officer you sent to conduct a very peaceful, Sir, we want to, like I see in Nigeria, by providing the security that was required to have a proper election which has been adjudged to be free and fair. You all recall the threats, the scare that the country witnessed ahead of that election. And we thank God thank you for the wisdom he gave to you and members of the other security services to conduct a peaceful election in Edo State. It is unfortunate that the NSAS protests degenerated to the extent it did. Unfortunately for us in Edo, beyond NSAS protests. You could tell from because once the hoodlums took over, those facilities were the first they went for. Before they even, for us, we want to appeal that those break-ins should be, because we still have so many of those inmates at large, and we don't want them to spend Christmas with us in the city. We want you to help us arrest them and get them back into where they escaped from. We are concerned, and I've expressed this concern to the Commissioner of Police. We have enough intelligence on some of the ring leaders who attacked your facilities in some parts of this town. And we would not like them to go unpunished. Because if we do not show deterrence, then this sort of occurrences are likely to happen again. We cannot, like you said, submit to criminals and criminality in our land. For those criminals who took over in the name of NSAS protest, I just don't think that we should let them go free, particularly in it. And that is why 2 days ago, we, working with your Commissioner of Police, met with all your divisional officers and all the area commanders and the members of the senior management of the Edo Command to do exactly what you've come to do with them, to help boost their morale, assure them that the people of Edo love and respect the officers and men of the police, and we will continue to support them. And that, yes, no system is perfect, but that should not downplay the importance and role and sacrifice which your men continue to render to us and to our state. And we will continue to work with you because that is the way to go. Policing should be owned by the community. Policing should be driven by intelligence gathering. And policing must be actively supported by those who are beneficiaries from, the action from policing. So we are very clear about your direction, and we want to assure you that in Edo State, and as long as I remain governor, we will continue to support the police. I want to thank you for taking time of this very, very busy time of time in the country to come and show solidarity and boost the morale of your men on ground, and to assure you that even as you leave, we will continue working hard with them. Our only appeal is to encourage them to come out to the streets. We have information. We want to pick out all the inmates who are at large so that people can feel a sense of safety and security in the state. Once again, I want to thank you and thank all those who have come with you. Protection and good health. Thank you very much.
Any remarks from Mr. Governor?